It's been real clear what the governor's wanted to do with tax policy since he campaigned for governor and before winning, and that was he'd like to go to zero on income taxes. We're finding out states all across the country are beginning to pick up on what's now been called the red state model. I don't know if you saw the Wall Street Journal article last week. We had a Wall Street Journal writer in with us for about a day, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and there was a front page. It started on the front page, then went inside the Wall Street Journal a couple weeks ago, really calling Kansas the red state model, kind of the leader of the nation in the way you change tax policy to create economic growth. The governor has 2 goals. He has said time and time again, I want to fund the core responsibilities of government. I want to fund education. I want to fund public safety. I want to fund Medicaid and social services in the state of Kansas. Now, I was in the Senate for a number of years. I can guarantee you there will always be a debate of what level that funding should be. Some people are going to think it's not enough. Some people are going to think it's too much. There's always going to be a debate on it, but the governor said, I want to fund core responsibilities of government. So his proposal this year was a proposal that would try to fund the core responsibilities of government, but continue down the path, the goal that he's had of going to zero, and a goal that a lot of legislators share with the governor. So the proposal was to go from a 4.9 to a 3.5 top rate and a 1.9 bottom rate. That would be over a number of years. The bottom rate would move in 14 to go to 2.5, and 15 it'd go to 1.9, and then the top rate would go to 3.5 in 2017. So it was a multi-year slide down further in tax rates. It'd be another 24 to 28% tax reduction over that time period. To do that for pay-fors, this time we suggested that you freeze the sales tax at 6.3%. Most of you remember 2 or 3 years ago the legislature passed an increase in sales tax from 5.7 to 6.3 to help pay for some of the budget situations they were facing at that time. That is supposed to go down July 1st of this year to 5.7. Governor is saying let's freeze that at its current level. Now some people are saying you're increasing it. In my mind, we're not increasing it, we're freezing it. We're not taking it up to 7, we're not going to 8, we're not going to 10 to try to pay for tax reduction. It's staying at 6.3, what everybody's been used to paying for the last 2 years. No different than what they've been paying for the last 2 years. And then we suggested the mortgage rate, the mortgage deduction and property tax deduction be eliminated. We keep the charitable deduction in this plan. Only the mortgage and property tax deduction are eliminated. So why in the world are we focused on income tax? Why is that so important? Personal income tax is extremely important to what causes economic growth. It puts more money back in people's pockets. Almost any economist will tell you that personal income tax taxes productivity, it taxes investment, it taxes the very heart of your hard work that you do, and you have no choice. It's just taxes that. It's a disincentive in most economists' mind to work and to good work. In a state or a country is the higher your personal income tax, the less productivity you have as a country or a state. South Dakota is a 0 personal and corporate income tax state. And they're growing by leaps and bounds, and their revenues are growing by leaps and bounds. So when you look across the country, you start seeing evidence after evidence after evidence that one, we're in a competitive situation here. States are at 0, and they are attracting people. We now have Dave Heineman, Governor of Nebraska, announcing, I'm going to 0 on my corporate and personal income tax in Nebraska. We took Johnson County, and I asked my tax division to look at the median household income of a person or family in Johnson County who itemizes. So this is a person who itemizes. By the way, less than 30% of Kansans itemize. More than 70% do not itemize. They just take a standard deduction. So when we talk about itemizing, we're only talking about probably around 27% of Kansans. So what we did is we took a Johnson County household that itemizes median income, and then the property valuation division took a median value of a single family residence in Johnson County. And so what you'll see on that chart is what will happen is your property tax and mortgage deduction would be worth about $407. The income tax reduction you're getting is worth $1,157. So you're $750 ahead through the governor's proposal, even after losing the mortgage and property tax deductions.